A Steve Willis zine in the Phoenix spotlight? Let's take a look. Hey everybody, it's FANzine Live, it's Tom, and this is a new release video for Blind Hank the Dog and Dog the Cat. This is Steve Willis, and I know I've been showing a lot of Steve Willis recently, especially with the work on Cranium Frenzy. As we were getting started on Cranium Frenzy, Steve shared with me kind of what his plans were for 2025. And he basically was feeling a little tired and a little bit of a loss for creative inspiration, as I think he said to me when he was on to his 40th issue of Cranium Frenzy and his 10,000th issue of Morty Comix. But what he did was he said, I'm going to put all that aside and I'm going to reach out to pretty much all the creators I know and offer to do short jam strips with them. And then what he's doing is he's collecting the different jam strips as they come in, the finished ones, I mean, and he is creating these anthologies. And Blind Hank the Dog and Dog the Cat, I want to say, is the third anthology that he has published. And I thought I'd share it with you because, as you can see here, Momentum, the closing story, is actually a collaboration with yours truly. And I'm kind of amazed that he asked me to work on this, and I thought it would be fun to share what we have done. So he worked on this one with Anvil, who desires anonymity. He worked with John Loganbaugh from Olympia, Washington. He worked with Kel Crum from Fairborn, Ohio. He worked with Blake Wirtz from Charlotte, North Carolina, and then yours truly from New Albany. Anyway, Blind Hank the Dog and Dog the Cat. And as you can see, what he does is he did this one with, yes, I'm with it now. He did this one with Anvil, and it's kind of hard to tell on this one where Anvil did the work and where Steve did the work. Usually Steve kicks it off, and then he hands it off, and then generally comes up with a closer. So it says, oh, Blind Hank the Dog and Dog the Cat. In the back of my pickup chasing a rat. Hank took a bite but bit the cat. It's a dog-eat-dog world for Dog the Cat. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And that's it. And there's Blind Hank the Dog. Okay, the next one, and this is with John Loganbaugh, The Flame Exquisite. And you can see Steve loves the abstract types of cartooning, and a lot of people jump onto that. He sent this one out and it says, Gordy McFlugelbean was a toothpaste tube filler. That's who he was. This Flame Exquisite and a Power Blaze. One of his poetic co-workers called him, such was his hypnotically elegant method of filling toothpaste tubes. Now, my guess is, then it says his art form began to attract mainstream notice. Looks like Steve did all the lettering on this one, so I'm going to guess that does not look entirely like Steve's work. It's a variation on it, and this definitely doesn't to me. So my guess is that Steve handed this off. He did this, then he let John do this and this. His art form began to attract mainstream notice. In an area numbed scandal, uncertainty, and fear, Gordy represented something simple and pure. Of course, someone had to post his activities on social media. So my guess is that you probably had something like that by John. Then we jump back over here. So this one's about the commercial interests. Gordy is an icon of toothpaste. Oh, I love it. So, and they go back and forth within the same piece. So, for example, here's Kel Crumb's piece. Looks like this is definitely Kel. So long, spaced out. Hi, Coggy. Mr. Sputnik, you have to approach Frank at a certain angle or you'll burn up in the atmosphere. Oh, now he tells me. And of course, Morty the dog, special guest star. Who's up for some s'mores? Grabs him. Who's up for Frank's? Get it? His name is Frank. Yeah, got it. So then we jump back over. I needed that joke like a hole in the head. Notice the holes in the head. Too late for a rim shot? Afraid so. I like this one because you can definitely tell where Steve worked and where Kel worked. And it's funny stuff. It's cute stuff. Going back and forth, it's just crazy. I fought the law of nature. And that is D. Blake Wirtz. Another fun one. The references, the abstract nature of things, the kind of make you grin humor that Willis and all of his compadres do. It's just so much fun. And then Momentum. And this was the one that I did with Steve, and I thought I'd read this one to you. It says, for years, Knuth lived in the dark, seeming to have a giant ice cube for a cranium. But then the sun appeared through a hole in the wall, melting the ice and revealing 3 intertwined needle heads. And you can see the 3 intertwined heads. So this is the section that he did. He did the first half of the page. Then I did the back half of the page. So of course, I can't write very cleanly, so I thought I would just do it typeset. So I did it like a TV show. The rundown. Let's talk, America. He's hot. He's new. He's got 3 heads. Will he keep melting? Does he have a spouse or 3? What about the children? Knuth became an overnight sensation. And what are the children? Boys put down their Tide Pods and started twisting themselves up. This hurts. What now? Guys, I can't see. Girls crafted the most interesting hair fascinators. The Knuthie. Girl says, I've outdone myself. And you see this thing just all messed up in her hair. And Knuth, he was largely oblivious to everything going on, singing away in perfect 3-part harmony. So now we're back to Steve. Whenever anyone attempted to talk to the Knuth, as it was now called, it would quickly disguise itself as a plate of spaghetti and meatballs. But Snoodle B. Clapsaddle, freelance writer, had a plan. Music. That's the key to communicating with the Knuth. Yes, that's the ticket. Music. Thus he created a bagpipe accordion. Feelings, whoa, feelings. Now it's my turn. Hark, the Knuth may have thought. What is this? Now I tried with his characters to use the same styles and same stuff as it relates to the musical notes and the like. So it doesn't hopefully look all that different, but you can definitely tell my stuff because I used typesetting. It was music. The Knuth rushed to its source. Now he's singing, I did it my way. It had worked. Clapsaddle had broken through. But then what? He says, hello. Alas, Snoodle B. Clapsaddle didn't know what to say. As if on cue, the Knuth reverted to a steaming plate of pasta. And then some crazy pastafarians arrived, but we won't talk about that. They're all going, ramen, 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 ramen. Suddenly, the dish began to morph into Don't get sweaty, don't get fretty, I'm just a triple header made out of spaghetti and meatballs. I love that side guy there. I'm Eddie Spaghetti, I'm Teddy Spaghetti, I'm Freddy Spaghetti. So that was his section. And now I have, and we are going to make you salad. And just like that, the air was filled with arugula and romaine. Snoodle was flummoxed. What should he do? Should he continue singing? Should he chop some tomatoes? Should he grab a fork and dig in? What, dear reader, should Snoodle be clapsaddle do? Snoodle did both. Healthy food, good music. The Knuth re-emerged, joining in harmony. And for that moment, life was good, and moments are all we have. So that's our little bit. It's a 4-page story that he and I did. It was such a thrill to work with him on it. It was a bit hair-raising because when you're working with a guy who's throwing curveballs at you left and right, you want to live up to his talent levels. So very cool. And then on the back, I really like this. Back cover by David Lasky out of Seattle. It's just a cute envelope that was recreated or that was reprinted. Steve, thank you for the letter and all the great comics. I would love to jam. And so there you go. So anyway, there's information on how to get these. If you want to get on Steve's mailing list, the best way to do it is to send him zines of your own. As you notice, there's no price on this. I will have the information on how to get stuff to him. He just has a P.O. box out in Washington, Washington State. And you can send stuff to him, and he'll eventually send stuff back to you. He's actually very prolific with the Postal Service. It's a fun zine, and he's got a whole bunch of these. He also has some old Cranium Frenzies as well, which I just absolutely adore. And in fact, I need to get back to work on transferring those digitally. So, Blind Hank, the dog, and Dog, the cat. FANzine Live. I guess we're calling this the Phoenix Spotlight, only because yours truly is in it. Great stuff, great contributors, well, and me. And I hope you have a wonderful day.